Hello, shining ones. Magus here on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we are Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. We've been going through Zarathustra's own writings. He's the original prophet of the original religion, and he was the original Magus of the Magi. And the word magic was named after the Magi. And today, my friends, we're going to talk about first circle magic. It's living in that place of divine dominion. It's a light so bright the darkness cannot enter. And so, can you believe this? We only have 2 to go. If you guys have been enjoying this, please let me know. We're in Song 16. Tomorrow we'll finish up with Song 17. 16 is so powerful. You're going to love this. So if you want to follow along, Verse 1 says, the good dominion is to be chosen. It is the best dividend. And I'm a stock trader. And so when I think dividends, you buy a stock and as it goes up, you make money. But then the company also gives you a dividend. It's something extra, something special. And that's how I feel with Asha. You think you know what you're getting and it's good, but there's more. And then there's that compound interest, right? And it's kind of what I think what the Christ was talking about. He who has more will be given to him. There's a momentum that builds and it comes faster and faster. And pretty soon you're thinking, how did I get here? This is beautiful. And you feel blessed because you are blessed. My friends, the good dominion is to be chosen. Verse 2, good spirit, show me that desired dominion through Vohumenu. The guide that's going to bring you to this place we call Asha, heaven on earth. The ultimate truth, the real, out of the lie and illusion and suffering. You're going to find it through that guide that we call that divine spark in your heart of hearts, the Fravashi, Vohumenu. You could also hear in the West use the Christ mind. Where you and God are one, and you're following that frequency. If it's God, good. If it's love, if it's peace, if it's joy, and it guides you. Verse 3, let me hear you. You are the Lord of true speech from the words of Vohumenu, the good mind, the God mind. Where is Asha attained? Where is this heaven on earth? Where is my peace? Verse 7, through Vohumenu's doctrine. So that divine spark in you, that guide, it holds a divine doctrine. It has its own doctrine, and it's called truth. It's called Asha. So to get to Asha, we have to hold that doctrine, that original word, that frequency, and it will take us to that higher dimension, to that truth, to that real. And I love this. It says, through Vohumenu's word, doctrine. And what do we receive from it? Immortality, wholeness, harvatat, emeritat, right? Strength, and that divine dominion. Verse 8, radiant happiness is for him who upholds Asha. Truly, he who tells this word, this doctrine, will therefore become happy. My friends, I love that. He who holds Asha. Again, how do you hold Asha? You hold that love and that peace and that joy. And you know what? You're going to find its true spirit as you go in, because our mind has an idea of what love is, of what God is, of what good is, of what that looks like, what it sounds like, what it feels like. But if you'll go into to that place inside of you that comes from good spirit and is made of good spirit, and just let yourself attune to it, and it has a voice and a word and a language and a frequency, you'll attune to it and you will see it in a way you never saw it before. A higher idea, a God idea, and one God idea can change your whole world. Verse 9, you grant happiness through your fire. This fire, it's the spirit of fire. It's the spirit of truth that burns away the lie and illusion. So beautiful. I wanted to flip over to down to verse 15, because I love what Zarathustra says here. He's talking about the prize, right? I, Zarathustra, have promised my fellows in the future there's a house of song in which the wise one came first. I have promised it to you through gains of Vohumenyu and Asha. I thought that was just beautiful. He's so concerned with his wonderful friends and his family of light and the Magi that are and are still coming. He was thinking about us thousands of years ago and promising us, my friends, if you'll hold Asha, if you'll go into that divine spark, that Fravashi, that God mind, I'm right there with you. I promise you happiness. Verse 21, the person who promotes Asha, God grants him dominion through the God mind. Verse 22, God shall lovingly encircle them. This is what we call that first circle magic. And I won't share the whole story with you guys, but because I know my longtime followers have heard this, but I'll give you the gist of it for the new people. I made a wonderful friend one time. He was dealing with OCD and depression and suicidal thoughts and just miserable. And we'd get together every day, and we did what we called first circle. And I had him envision Asha. What else could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind? That's what's real. That's what's substance. And it's Asha, and it's good, and it's love, and it's peace, and it's light. And I want you to see that Asha. I want you to hold it. I want you to, even though you don't feel like it right now, I want you to feel love. Think of something you love. Even if it's a puppy dog or a memory, and just hold that for a minute. Be in it. And you'll start to see over time, it grows and it builds that momentum and it gets bigger. My friends, and you'll see that love start to push out the lie and the hate and the fear. My friends, practice it. And every day we did this. I want you to see that light that is the divine spark and the truth and the all good God. And I want you to see that light in you. And I want you to see it around you. And the darkness, it can't enter. It can't harm you. And I know it's hard to believe right now with where you're at, but let's just keep doing this. And just stay there as long as you can. And every day we stayed in there longer and longer till the day he ran up to me, tears in his eyes. And he was completely healed because God had encircled him. He had become one with God good. And he could no longer hear those lying voices and those... The fear was gone, and peace and serenity came. Divine dominion had took its place. He had become one with God good. My friends, I stayed in touch with him for years after that, and he was so grateful, so thankful, living in Asha, the perfect creator's perfect idea. Love is, peace is, joy is, good is. My friends, we attune ourselves to that. And that domain, it becomes ours. Where you'll get to a point like me now, I can't hardly remember, unless I'm trying to make a video and relate, I can hardly remember the suffering that I lived in so many years ago. That's because Asha is and that momentum. It grows and things come quicker. Your faith has grown because you start to see it and hear it and feel it. That Asha, that perfect creator's perfect idea. And you start to speak out with the Magi. Asha is. Love is. Do that right now. Feel love. Take a long, deep breath and breathe in that love. See that love coming in like light into you, healing your heart and all that it touches. Feel that peace. Just for a moment, give yourself this gift of Asha. Feel that goodness, that true spirit. Beautiful. I love you.